Hey, Shalom Markins of Kapash from GMS London, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Chachwadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful word execution is truth and all sincerity. Back again with another lesson, right? And this was inspired from, what the elders were speaking about, at camp over the weekend. They was going into this new movie, Gladiator 2. Right, and they was going into the different so-called black Caesars that Rome had, right, which pretty much up until now Esau's never acknowledged, right, and they've made it seem that Rome was all so-called white people ruling, right, that he has this great legacy, right, that nobody else has. He always downplays the importance of other nations, especially of the Negro so-called black variety. He downplays them, right, as if they were nothing, right? But things are coming out now, and things are being acknowledged. Okay, that Jake or so-called black people, right? They were bad. They did exist, right? And they did rule in Rome and in different parts of history, right? It's being acknowledged that, and then and that's through the Spirit of the Lord, man. And with these prophets out there, spreading this gospel, the truth, right? These things you might only find in a book. The truth about history and that kind of stuff. Certain truths, right? They're not widely published. It's not, the majority of people don't know or don't understand, really how things work, right? But things are being drawn out, being brought out, because this whole Hebrew Israelite debate, that's going on in the earth right now. What are so-called black people responsible? What are you Jake responsible for in the earth, man? And people getting upset when you get people like Denzel, he playing the Caesar in the new Gladiator movie. Thinking or citing that's inaccurate because he a so-called black man and black people. There was no Caesars that were black. Well, come to find out, that's not the truth. Okay, we've been lied to or deceived, right, by Esau and his propaganda, man. Right, but this is what happens when the wicked are in rulership, right? And so I want to open up with this because Esau's been given the earth, right, and Esau's been given the power to dictate to us how history went. He's told us how history is, right, and he's placed himself up there as the most important thing that the world has ever beheld. And that he must be acknowledged and established and exalted in this world, man. While you Negroes, you ain't shit, basically. All right, but Jake was more involved in all these empires that ever existed than Esau would have acknowledged, would have people acknowledge, man. All right, so the truth is coming out. All right, so starting here in Job chapter 9 verse 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, right? It's in Esau's hand currently, right? And he is the wicked, right? And he is the ruler of the last days, man. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth it. He is that ruler. The so-called white man is that ruler. He is Esau, right? He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he, right? He's put his face up. Like I said, he's put himself up to be someone of great importance. Okay, the ruler of all these great empires, and the face of the Most High, the face of the Son, the face of the angels. He's the guy. He's the poster boy. That's what he's put himself up to be. Okay, but he's not. Right? He's basically blotted out the image of Jake, right? Being the people of the Lord. Okay, they blotted out their history, right? Blotted out their importance in it. Okay, and established himself, right? Because that's who the judges really are. They're Jake, they're the Israelites, right? And this is why you have a thing called iconoclasm, right? That's why they be breaking noses of statues and all these kinds of things, man, to hide the fact that that it wasn't them that were ruling. Okay, it was so-called dark people. Whether they be Hamites or whatever the case may be. He doesn't want to acknowledge any of that. That he could be somehow inferior to any of these nations. Because he's got a God complex, man. He believes he's better than everybody, man, but he's the worst. Right? And so for him to exalt himself, he has to put the other nations down, especially you Israelites, man. All right? But like I said, the truth is coming out now. That, like I said, Jake did exist in the Roman Empire. It wasn't just all white people, right? You had prominent so-called black people in the Roman Empire, generals and senators and all these kinds of things here, right? And you had Caesars, you had rulers of the Roman Empire that were dark skinned, okay, of Negro ancestry, right? They existed, okay. They were real, right? And like I said, it's being brought out in these movies and documentaries and these types of things here. And these idiots are pissed, man. They're pissed. But they've been led to believe, man, that, they were the top guys. And they always have been. It's not true. All right? But this is what happens when the devil is in power, right? And he has the power to change the perception of what went down in history. But this is what he's supposed to do, right? Lie. That's one of his great powers, is to lie, right? And it's from Revelation 20, verse 8. And shall go out to deceive verse 7, right? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, right? And this Satan is speaking about Esau, right? Because he lost control, he lost power in Rome, of the Roman Empire. He lost control, right? Jake took over. And this is where we get these, so-called black Caesars, right? He lost control of that, okay? And he was ousted, okay, and bound for 1,000 years. He was stuck between a rock and a hard place, man, right? In a piece of land between two empires, and he was non-influential, had no power. Okay, they were made base, right? So they were locked down there for 1,000 years, not doing shit, not being they were nobodies, right? And then that 1,000 years expired, and they gained control once again. Okay, in the Renaissance, through the Renaissance, that time period, where they started putting their images up again, and started lying again, But verse 8 says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, right? So that's his job. Esau is to go out into the four corners of the earth, to deceive the nations that are in the four quarters of the earth, to spread his lies, man, to convince everybody, right? That was what he was supposed to do. Okay, and everybody believed it. We all believed it. We all believed the shit that he was talking. Okay, and his fucking self-importance. Okay, but when you read the scripture, you find out that this guy's just a piece of shit, just a beast, right? That the Most High is going to dispose of, man, right? But that's what he's gone and done, deceived all the nations in the world. Okay, but like I said, the truth is coming out, man, and exposing his lies. Okay. It's Isaiah 25 and verse 7. Right? And it says here, and he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people and the veil that is spread over all nations, right? These men are blind. They're in darkness, man. They can't see. They can't see the truth, man. They believed in Esau's lies. And this is the veil that's covered the whole earth. Only the elect have been able to see. And like I said, this truth is being pushed out now, and it's starting to reach people. Right, even people in these entertainment industries and that, making these movies and so on, and so they're bringing it out. Right, gone are the days where man are hiring what's his name, Charles Heston or whatever his name is, right, to play Moses and stuff in the Ten Commandments. All white cast of this, all white cast of that. No, because that was inaccurate. That shit was inaccurate, man. You got people actually putting the time in to find out about certain people in history and things about that time, okay, and putting it in these movies, man. But Esau is always getting upset. These white people are always getting upset when Jacob playing roles they don't think should be playing in the roles. Because they believe it's historically inaccurate. But what the fuck do you know about history? You only know what you've been told. And if you've been told a lie, then you need to fucking rethink your thinking. You know, there's many characters that that have been portrayed to be so-called white, and they're not. You know, they have Negro ancestry, Israelite ancestry, and so on and so forth. All right, they've lied and usurped these roles, these people, these like I said back in Job 9:24, covering the face of the judges. Right, they've usurped these characters, man, these people that existed, these prominent people, right? Because they want to seem important, right? But it's just, again, just a lie. So read verse 7 again. And he will destroy in this mountain is Most High, right? He will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people. Right? The lies are being taken away from the earth. The truth is exposing it, right? And the veil that is spread over all nations, right? And he will swallow up death and victory, and the Lord God will wipe away tears from all faces, and the rebuke of his people shall he take away from off all the earth, right? Because like I said, right up until now, Jake, we not, haven't been given credit for nothing, man. And we're looked down upon and despised in this world, man, as nobodies, as people of little value, right? But like I said, these people are coming to find out, man, we are pivotal in this earth, right? In these empires that have been built, okay? These ages that have gone by, these eras, okay, that have gone by. Jake, or the Israelites, have been influential in all of them, right? And like I say, we've had rulers and so on and so forth. We had all kinds of people, man, bringing great wisdom into the earth, all kinds of things, right? And yet we're despised, we're looked down upon. Yeah, they made no account of our labors, man. They don't respect us, right? But that's all changing. Well, that's all about to change. Okay, when the Lord exalt us, man, and change us, okay, and position us over the nations, man. Okay, when Yahweh Shai returns, it's all going to change, man. Okay? It says, and the rebuke of all these people shall he take away from off all the earth, for the Lord hath spoken it. All right, so that's the point. That's the point I wanted to get on that. This is Matthew 10, verse 26. It says, fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed. Right? All the lies of this world is going to be revealed, man. Okay, bit by bit. Okay, little by little, man. Okay, this truth is being revealed in all the earth. Right? And it's so much so, it's happening so much so that even our enemies, man, are coming out revealing shit. Okay, it ain't just us with the scriptures. That's the main thing. But even the spirit is on these on our enemies to reveal shit, to tell upon Esau. This is Psalm 64 verse 8. So they shall make their own tongue fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. Right? So they're even telling on themselves, man. The Lord got the spirit upon them, just telling on themselves, man, destroying their own selves. Right? Such is the power of the word, man. Okay, the truth is coming out from all places. Exposing the lies that have been told in this world, man, that we, the people have taken for granted, that we've all believed at some point. This is from Micah chapter 2, verse 2, says, you start from verse 1, says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand, right? That's Esau. He's had the power and influence to do all of this, man. To control the narrative, man. Control what we believe history to be. Right? He has to approve all the things that we learn in our schools, right? He have access to all the books. He owns all the publishing, all these things, right? And so if he's the one controlling what is commonly known through the public food system, then he gets to dictate basically how everybody thinks. But like I said, all this stuff is being is being scrutinized right now, man, and corrections are being made, right? And these Edomites don't like it. They get upset, finding out, oh shit, that wasn't us. We didn't do that. Oh shit, Oh, the Negro did that? Nah, the Negroes can't do shit. They can't do anything. They can't be that. Can't be true. They don't want to accept us, man. They don't want to accept, who we really are, what we really did, right? Because they want to continue to look down upon us, man. All right. Verse 2 said they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And that's all Esau's gone and done around the world, man. Gone around and oppressing people. Okay, taking people's heritage, taking people's identity, taking people's lands, taking everything. Right? Because this man's really a fugitive in the earth, man. He's hiding among the nations, man. That's why he'll take the titles of the nations upon himself. That's why you won't hear no one call themselves Edomite out here. Nah, they're all different people. They're South African, they're British, they're American, they're Australian. They got all these fucking different titles, and none of them are calling themselves Edomites. With Greek, with Romans, and all this shit. Right? They've just taken the titles and names of other people, man, and pretended to be them until it became the reality, essentially. Right? They became those people, even though they ain't those people. And the world, acknowledged them and accepted them as such. Whatever they say, okay, they've accepted it. Right? But like I said, they control. They've controlled history and how we know it. Right? So like I said, they've taken away the importance of other races and other peoples and exalted themselves, man. Right? They oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. Okay, and say taking this shit. And I wanted to read this, right? Because I said that, going back to the Gladiator movie, right? Before they would have acted like Jake never existed in Rome. It was just for the white people who ruled and all that kind of stuff. They're not acknowledging that the fact that Rome was a metropolis, right? Rome was out there taking over all these different lands and was bringing slaves in from all these different places, from Africa and all that kind of stuff. Carthage and that, right? And there's always Jake around. Okay, they was occupying Jerusalem. Jake was always around, man. Right? And to act like, Jake weren't there or so-called black people weren't there is fucking ridiculous. That they played no part in Rome whatsoever. And that simply wasn't the case. All right, so I wanted to read this from Acts 2. I'm going to read from verse 5. It says, and they were dwelling at Jerusalem, devout Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven. Okay, Jake's always been in different lands, right? And they came back to Jerusalem to hold the high holy days 3 times a year, right? So they would come back, right? But Jake was always around in these different places, and this is where we get Cornelius from. Cornelius was recognized as a centurion of the Italian of Italy, essentially, right? The Italian band, right? And just because he is from Italy didn't mean he was so-called white. Because we got Jews living in all different places, right? So they didn't know anything about his heritage. He just didn't know where he was from. Okay, but Cornelius was an Israelite, right? So, verse 5, and they were dwelling at Jerusalem, Jews, devout men out of every nation under heaven. Now when this was noised abroad, the multitude came together and were confounded, because that every man heard them speak in his own language. And they were all amazed and marveled, saying one to another, behold, are not all these which spake Galileans? And now hear we every man in our own tongue where we were born. Parthians and Medes, and Elamites, and dwellers in Mesopotamia and in Judea, and in Cappadocia, and in Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, and Egypt, and in parts of Libya about Cyrene, and strangers of Rome, Jews and proselytes, right? So I said, Jake all up in these different places, man. Doing what they were doing. Right? So just to write off Cornelius just because he was from Italy don't mean shit. Because we got Jake in Italy. Jake everywhere. All right? And like I said, there were prominent people in Rome that were Israelites, that were dark-skinned men. And like I said, they had their time and power and all kinds of things. Okay, and like I said, Denzel Washington is playing one of these Caesars that ruled. albeit for a short time, you know, but you know, that person ruled in history, and he was a dark-skinned man, you know. This is verse 11. Cretes and Arabians, we do hear them speak in our tongue the wonderful works of God. Right? So Jake was always around, man. Okay, Esau just didn't want to acknowledge them. It hasn't acknowledged them. Okay, but like I said, things are coming out now. All right. I'm gonna close out with this. This is from 2nd Ezra chapter 28. Sorry, verse 27. For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. Deceit is lies. Right? As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, right? Because Esau has been, what's the word, repressing it, holding it back, right? But you can't hold it back any longer, man. Okay, the truth is getting out, right? And you know, bringing itself out into the open. And whether people like it or not, right? It's the truth. You know, it's being revealed, right? So, and the truth which have been so long without fruit shall be declared. Okay, and these things are being declared, you know, beginning with this word. Okay, all things are going to be declared, man. Okay, and when Yahweh Shai comes, man, that's going to be a fulfillment of all truth, man. All the truth is going to be out there, right? And it's not going to be deniable. Okay, the lies that have been told are not going to be able to hold the truth back any longer, man. Okay, because the truth is going to be right there in front of your face. Okay, this is the Lord and this is his people, man. And you're here to rule over the nations, man. That's it. Okay, your nations are being put in servitude. Okay, that's the truth, man. Okay, everything that you've done is, you know, you're being punished for everything that you've done, all the wickedness that you've done. That's all the truth. All right. So, you know, that's what we're looking forward to. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. Lord, witness has been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So, till next time, I say shalom.